Hi, it's Bridgette, and let's say goodbye to 2025, shall we? Here on the Employee Lounge podcast. Hi, everyone. So, as you can tell by the state of my podcast, 2025 was not a good year for me. I only did one episode, and I am truly disappointed and sad that I only did one episode. But you know what? That's why we're saying goodbye to 2025 because what a year. What a bad year. I'm hearing this is all across the board for a lot of people, but it was definitely a difficult year. It was a learning experience as well. There were some ups, there were some downs, and some in betweens, shall I say. But yeah, this was a very interesting year, y'all. I'm being realistic. I could go on here and say, oh, 2026 is going to be my year. It's going to be the best year. It's going to be the blah, 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 blah. Nah, y'all. It's going to be a realistic year. I am being realistic because I don't know what 2026 is going to look like. I can just hope for the best. But after this year, I am very realistic, if you know what I mean. But anyways, welcome back to the podcast. I don't know how to even start this, but I will say thank you. Thank you for everyone that keeps engaging with my content. I can't thank you enough. I'm very much grateful for that because, once these videos go out, people say you have to be consistent if you really want to grow. People say you have to keep posting if you really want to grow, and you just have to keep putting yourself out there. I did the very much opposite in 2025. I think I posted like one video, and then I posted um, a video. I think I posted like shorts and TikToks. But other than that, that was it. Sorry, I'm a little sick, if you can't even tell. And that's the end of 2025, you too. I'm ending the year off with being sick, but it's okay. Even though I got a flu shot, how does that work? How do you become sick and then also have the flu shot? If you are, a doctor or scientist out there, let me know. Comment below because I'm not understanding the logic here. Anywho, that was a little rant. Gonna continue. But I want to say thank you to those that are still rocking with my content to this day. I don't know how to even describe it in words. I really am very grateful for the support. I am. I'm grateful for the support. I'm grateful that y'all are still here to this day.
To this day.
But I just want to say thank you so much because your support means a lot to me. It doesn't go unnoticed. I understand I am very inconsistent on here. I understand there are many other podcasts you can listen to, but you're still willing to at least give mine a try, which I am forever grateful that you continue to do that. So thank you a million times. Thank you. I don't know how 2026 is going to look like, but I did make a promise to myself that I am going to be consistent on here. I made this promise. I finally am able to post again. I feel ready. I feel like I can do this again. I miss it. I feel the momentum. So this is what I'm going to do in 2026. I don't have a schedule yet. I am thinking Wednesdays. If Wednesdays don't work for you, let me know in the comments. I was thinking Mondays or Wednesdays. I think I could do Mondays to get it out the way. But I don't know. I don't know this algorithm thing, y'all. Like, how does this whole thing work? Like, what is a good day to post? And that's another thing. I feel so defeated when it comes to the podcast and when to post and not to post and when to do this and not to do that. Can you relate like with your content? Because everyone is telling you to do this and then you do it and then you're like, oh, yeah, that didn't work. Sorry, it didn't work at all. It didn't work at all. So now I'm just like, okay, well, if this is not working, what will work? Or who has the secret sauce? If you have the secret sauce, let me know so I could grow on here, you know? Anywho, that was another rant. This is how 2025 has been going for me. If you can't tell, it's a lot of ranting and raving and questioning a lot of things. Happy 2026, y'all. Again, no more 2025. Happy 2026. Happy New Year. If you're watching this, Happy New Year. If you're watching this in 2026, Happy New Year, because yeah, we're starting this off strong. So let's say goodbye to 2025. uh there's there has been a lot of things that's been happening that happen slash happening in 2025 that I was a little shocked about, and I'm sure you were shocked too. There was a lot of things happening, a lot of things, y'all, especially career wise and jobs market wise and jobs wise. I guess the first thing we're going to talk about is just the job market itself. That's the number one thing on my list of what we need to say goodbye in 2025 is the job market. What a doozy. A lot of things have not been great in that realm, and we need to get better in it. I don't know how. Don't ask me. I'm with y'all. I'm like, what's happening? Because we used to have a lot of jobs. We used to be able to just apply to a job and get the job, and then we're fine. Oh no, now it's like we're in the Olympics of jobs. You got to have this, you have to have this, you have to have this, and then even if you have all of this, you're still not getting the job. So, what is happening in the job market? Anyone would care to explain? If you have the inside scoop, let me know. I think I know what is happening. Don't get me wrong, but we need more inside scoop because it's a little questionable. Because how are we going to survive in 2026? Because we're saying goodbye to 2025, remember? So let's leave that crappy job market in 2025, okay? Because a lot of people are not doing well. A lot of people are struggling, and let me tell you, I was one of those people before. It's not cute. It's not cute. I remember the days I was depressed, honey. Depressed of not getting a job, and it was the worst feeling knowing that I went through all of this schooling, and I went through all of the steps, and I'm reformatting my resume, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing that, and I'm watching the videos, and I'm trying to get on this right path to get a job, and it just, nothing. So I'm with y'all. I know how it feels. Please don't let this take over your sanity in 2026, even though that's very hard. I get it. Trust me. But we're going to leave behind all that in 2025 and focus on the positive. I know it's very hard, but we're going to keep going, keep applying. If I can give you some words of encouragement, keep applying. Don't stop. Baby, I remember I was applying every single day. Nothing was not missed when I was applying for jobs. I applied Monday through Friday, then also applied Saturday and Sunday, and did it all over again the next week. And I know you're going through that again, but guess what? You're going to find that job. And I hope it's your dream job, because I too have found my dream job and before, and it didn't turn out well, but it could be different for you. So no tea, no shade, no lemonade. You got this. Keep going. So that's number one. Number two, what we could leave behind in 2025 job wise, career wise. Um, I'm going to say scandals. Let's leave behind the HR scandal that occurred, the alleged HR scandal that occurred in 2025. Disclaimer, and this is important. This is an important one if you're listening. Disclaimer. I am going to say allegedly a lot, okay, in this part. Why? Because I don't want to get what? Hear it with me. Sued. I don't want to be sued. So, we're going to say alleged and allegedly a lot. And also there's so many different sides to the story, okay? All I know is what I heard from social media. So, allegedly is the preferred method here. Okay, we're good? Okay, let's continue. So what we're leaving behind in 2025 is that viral HR alleged scandal. Okay, we're leaving that behind because, quite frankly, I think we've overdone it. My opinion, no tea, no shade, no lemonade. We overdid it. Okay, and I understand why it went viral. This whole thing went viral. We're all like laughing, hee ha ha. I get it. I get it. But now I'm over it because now we're still getting updates. Let's not. Okay, it's over. Let's wish the both alleged people involved well and let them move on with their lives. If you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, I am going to give just a brief overview, a little brief synopsis about what happened. Okay, ready? It's brief. And what? We're going to say what? Here, what are we? Allegedly. Thank you. Okay, we're here. Okay, because we don't want to get what? Sued. We're here. Okay, let's begin. Last year, well, 2025, because I don't know when you're listening to this. So 2025, in the year 2025, there was a viral moment that occurred between two alleged people, man and a woman, an alleged CEO, alleged HR executive or chief HR officer. Alleged. Alleged. I'm going to bold that, underline that. Alleged. So they went to a Coldplay concert, woo, Coldplay. And Coldplay, God bless their hearts, because they were just like, yeah, we're here. We're here for the fans. Thank you for coming. And they just do this little segment in their concerts, and it was so cute. They wanted to put their fans on the jumbotron to say hi and to get closer to them, well, I guess, or just to say hi, because these people really paid out some money to watch them in concert. So of course they want to put them on the jumbotron, say hello, wave at them, interact with their fans, which is cute. So cute. Until that one night where they didn't know what was gonna come from this, and bless their heart, because they were really being so innocent, saying hello to their fans, and then boom, a viral moment. So they did what they normally did in the concert, put those two people on the jumbotron, and then it got weird. Allegedly, it got weird. To the point where those two people like were ducking and didn't even want to be on camera, and Coldplay was so confused. They're like, what's happening? What's going on? Hello? and everybody's just recording this and putting it on TikTok, and yeah, and then it went viral to the point that it was just broadcasting in all countries. I'm sure not one country did not hear about this. Like, they heard about this. This went viral. Viral, okay? And then it just sparked all of the many stories, alleged stories that occurred from this. Oh, there was an alleged affairs. plural, or there was alleged, you know, relationship that occurred or something occurred and everything was just spiraling. And that poor company, they were just like, oh, we need to do some damage control ASAP, Rocky. And I'm like, oh, yeah, y'all do. Okay. Coming from my little background in HR, y'all need to do something ASAP. Okay. Um, yeah, so they did. They were like doing the damage control. And I mean, like, I don't know, did this took like months. This took months of like damage control, but woo, we were getting so many stories about this. It was hard to keep up. Like I was just like, what's happening now? Okay. And that's the thing about media. It just, we overdo it, y'all. We sure do. Like, can we just do one story and then that's it? No, we got to repeat it over and over again to the point where we were getting updates, y'all. Let that stop. We don't need updates. We don't need updates unless it's something important. Like, I don't know. You name something important. But yeah, unless it's something important, then I think we need to just leave updates of viral moments in the past. You know, you know, we don't need an update, but we were surely getting updates of this alleged um affair, relationship, non-relationship, situationship. I don't know. And yeah, it happened, and then, but I mean, okay, again, when media, they were doing too much, because then you're telling me you have to track down the family members, the kids, that was way too far. The alleged family members, the alleged kids, that was way too far. We don't need to do all that. Like, to the point that y'all were y'all were searching pictures. It was on, like, searching their alleged Facebook. Come on now. Like, we're doing too much. Um and then harassing those alleged family, too much. Too much. Now let me tell you, like, what happened. I'm not on no one side. I am neutral to this. I think it's good to have a neutral. I mean, obviously no one wants an affair, an alleged affair. And it's good to be neutral in this. But also, there were a lot of people involved here. And we shouldn't be digging up a lot of the secrets and what happened and they're on, all these dirty things. No, we shouldn't be doing all that, okay? Because if there was another people, I'm sure it would not go down like this, if you catch my drift. Okay, we would have been fired and then that was it, and then we walked on our little way. No, this kept dragging because it went viral. But honestly, I think it didn't even need to go down all that. Anywho, then we got an alleged update about what happened. And now, from that alleged update, the two people involved are not allegedly together anymore. Allegedly, one is still married, someone else is not, is separated, and that's that. So we did all that to get that ending, that alleged ending. So, the end. So that was the little overview synopsis of that. And what did we learn? Yeah. Well, what do we learn from this, people? We learned that scandals are not the way to go. We learned that HR scandals are not the way to go. We learned that company scandals are not the way to go. Leave that in 2025. Leave that. Let's go forward. Okay? No more scandals. Whatever you're cooking, whatever you're brewing, no more. Okay? And that also made me feel like HR, we need to do a little bit better. I'm looking at y'all. Okay? We need to do a little better, HR. Obviously, a lot of people are going to put a lot of things past HR because they feel like they can. They feel like they can't get in trouble. And HR, we only know what we know. And people swear we know everything. We don't. And I want to really preference that HR, we don't know everything until it's brought to our attention. So, if you know something, see something, know something, say something. Okay? That goes for anything. If you see something, know something, say something. Golden rule. Actually, it's not, but it's a rule for life. Okay? If you see something, say something. Okay? And bring it up to HR so we could do our part. The good HR, cuz y'all know we got some bad seeds out there. I ain't gonna front HR. Okay, there's not a lot of good seeds out there, but the good seeds, I see you. I'm here for you because the good seeds really are out there, and I see y'all. I see y'all. We're here. What else are we leaving in it? 2025. We have to leave behind. This is also going to be another tough subject for me. Moment of silence before I do this. Ready? In 3, 2, 1. Okay. We're gonna do the disclaimer again because this was hard to hear. I'm going to say allegedly a lot. I'm going to say allegedly a lot because I don't want to get what? Say it with me, class. Sued. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Don't want to get sued. But I heard something by, like it was like the end of 2025, right? Of a very popular HR organization. If you know, you know, okay? But there was this alleged lawsuit that occurred with a former employee. And it was for discrimination, and that alleged former employee won the lawsuit for millions of dollars. On dollars, okay? I'm not talking 1 million. It was a lot of millions, okay? And to say that I am not disappointed is certainly not true. When I found out about that alleged lawsuit and drama with this top HR organization, my flabber was gasted. I was flabbergasted. It was just like, wait a minute, this is not what we learned. And this is not what we learned in school, y'all. This is definitely not what we learned when we were trying to get our our certifications. I'm just saying, no tea, no shade, no lemonade, but come on. Come on. This is not what we were learning. This was the number one thing we should be doing. So when I heard that, I was like, okay, what are we doing? What are we doing? Where's the damage control? Where is the damage control? Because, honey, this was not it. So, yeah, that occurred. And there's a lot of discourse about it. Ooh, there's a lot of people just talking about it, and a lot of opinions, um a lot of everything. Yeah, like people are just not happy, but yeah. And then an alleged statement came out or something to that point, and it little was a little surprising. It was a little surprising, but you know what? Again, though, saying there is truth to every story. There's two truths to every story. There is going to be an alleged appeal. But we'll all see how that goes down, if it goes down in 2026. But again, this is just something that we could leave behind in 2025. The drama, the lawsuits, the scandals, because y'all, it was getting a little too hype in 2025. And the job markets is also becoming a little sad and depressing too. Um, so 2026, step your cookies up. Add add a little milk to it, cause we need a little redemption from 2025. 2025 was taking us out. It was just one thing after another. So let's get better here. But yeah, that is what happened with that um alleged lawsuit. I'm really hoping for the best for them in 2026. I mean, obviously it's going to be hard to repair a reputation like that, because as an alleged organization, top HR organization, all of the HR professionals, when you go to this organization for a reason, for resources and whatnot. And now that this came out of somewhere, yeah, how do you, what do you what do you think about it? How to think. We're HR. We've always been HR, and we're supposed to be a certain way. But like I said, y'all, there's a lot of people that may not feel the same about HR as some other people do, and that's okay. But you gotta learn, if this is not the profession that you want, you don't have to be in that profession. And we could take that into 2026. And that's what we're gonna do. What can we move forward? What can we bring into 2026? First of all, happiness with work, jobs, what we do. Do what you love to do in 2026. Easier said than done, okay? Because if you're telling me, oh, I don't want to work and I'd rather stay home and get that money in, well, baby, you gotta also know how to do that and set yourself up for success. Because guess what? Bills still need to get paid. You still need health insurance. Amen. Don't act like you just not gonna work in 2026. Have a plan. Okay. So whatever you want to do, have a plan. That's all I'm gonna say. Have a plan. So do what you love is number one. Number two, what can we can move forward in 2026 career wise? Yeah, finish that education or certification or technical college. Anything that you want to do in 2026, and do it. Okay? Don't let all of this drama, and y'all know if you know, you know. Don't let any drama stop you from going after your dreams. Okay? If you want to finish something, go ahead and finish it. If you want to start something, go ahead and start something. And this is also for me. I'm talking to myself. But yeah, if you want that dream job, go apply. If you don't want that dream job, don't apply. If it's not the time for you, don't do it. But yeah, go after your dream. Go finish what you started and do that in 2026. What else should we bring into 2026? Positivity? Yeah, sure. Positivity and happiness, sure. Yeah, but also be sprinkle a little realistic in there, cuz guess what? Yes, we could be positive, yes, we could be happy, but we're realistic. You feel me? So, always be optimistic, always bring your best foot forward. Don't let anyone dull that shine. You feel me? Do you feel me? Can I get a what? Amen? Amen. Thank you. Don't let anyone dull your shine in 2026, because guess what? There's a lot of vultures out there that want to steal your shine. Don't let them. Don't let that vulture creature go out there and steal your thunder, okay? You are meant to take up space. Amen. Amen. I mean, we could go on and on about what to bring in 2026 and what we should leave behind in 2025, and I'm all game for it. So comment below what you're leaving in 2026, what you're leaving in 2025, what you're bringing into 2026. Let's shed some positivity, sprinkle some realistic in there. Let's bring 2026 to a great start. You feel me? And really, let's rage. Because I really feel like 2026 could be that year. You know, it could be. If we make it that year, I'm going to be positive. Sure am. But yeah, comment below. Comment below, okay? And I would love, 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 love some engagement, y'all. I'm really trying to work, as I keep saying, I'm trying to work on engagement, boosting this podcast up because I really love it. I really do. So help me help you. No, I'm kidding. Help me help me. But still, follow, like, subscribe, comment. Okay, put the word out there. Employee Lounge Podcast will be that #1 podcast into 2026. Amen. Amen. Y'all, thank you for still rocking with me. I do appreciate it. You have no idea. I can't believe we're going to go into another year, and I am excited, realistic, but excited to spend this year with you, still engaging with my content. Listen, I'm going to I'm going to make a schedule. I'm going to keep uploading. I'm going to be consistent because that's the only way you're going to grow. So, I'll see y'all in 2026. Thank you again. Love y'all and Happy New Year. Bye-bye.